So let's welcome Rupa on the stage. Rupa Sharma, give a big round of applause. Come on. So we look at the AV and then we do a launch and then we speak to her. Then we on the stage for the book launch. And let's show the book to the world. Thank you very much. Do you want to share something? No? No, I thought, let editor speak.
Yeah, editor.
Okay, she'll be the next author, no? Yes, yeah, she's the editor book two. So do you want to have a word before I speak to her?
When my mom asked me to edit her book, I was very critical and we're going to arguments immediately. But I told her, tell the people about your life, tell them about your experience. Why should they listen to you? And she did exactly that. Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Give a big round of applause. So I want to ask you first question is you've seen the cover. Can you show the cover to book? So there's a very special image on the cover. Can you tell a little bit about this cover and the story of the cover? And I know there's a backstory about this cover. So can you share the story of the cover first?
So let me start with the theme of God's mercy is still found and kindness is tolerable. Today's video I found and except for the book thing is about the book. This photo, this piece of art I found on Google, and there's a Russian artist that I've taken for her commission and order that I really like this image that I want to use and did it for my message. And this is called Tears of Happiness. And I resonate so much with the picture because there was a child in me which was actually lost because of losing my mother in a very young age, having gone through with a very ups and downs, very eventful life, finally becoming a life coach. So this book is my way of becoming immortal and leaving my legacy, whether I'm here or not there. I'm here to show my children, especially my nieces and nephews, this was the idea. And then finally, as a life coach, I met with so many people, heard so many stories, and when they were coming back to me, when they were healed, their marriages were healed, their physical ailments were healing, there were suicidal people, those who were coming and seeing me for these sessions. And they started asking, can you please talk to my family member? Can you please talk to my spouse or my wife, my husband? And if conflict of interest with my current employer, I cannot provide one-on-one sessions. But that request stayed in me and I knew that I can help. And I also knew that there's a way to help. There are thousands of psychotherapists, there are life coaches, and I all due respect to Dr. K, what you're doing is wonderful. I somehow had this confidence after coaching hundreds of people and training thousands of people that there's a way, there's a step-to-step way which if you are taking these steps, anyone will come on the stage. If anybody can read my book, they will have a step-by-step procedure, a process, a technology where they can heal themselves whether it's a personal life problem, professional life problem, or anything that they want to keep in their life experience, and they will get to a place where they can design and live a happy life.
I also want to ask you about the name of the book. You have specifically used a very profound word called legacy. So do you want to share about the name of the book and what's your thought behind putting a very powerful word called legacy in the name?
You know, this is the title that was given to me by my boss when I resigned from my current employment. And when I was leaving, my boss said, Rupa, you are living a legacy. Because I left a technology to hire people. So now anyone who has sit in my place that I have left, they can still do the same job that I would do. So after becoming life coach, I was left with that word legacy, that I want to increase the legacy so that even if I'm not here as a life coach, I can leave certain mechanism for people to follow when I'm there or not there. They can still have the same benefits and they can achieve their goals, especially for my children, my grandchildren, and me. You know what you said in the beginning?
Yeah. Generations to come in.
Want to be immortal with a legacy.
Yeah. Wonderful. And she's, everyone writes very fast with us. People talk about years. With us, it's a couple of months. But she was very consistent in writing. How many days it took you to write a book? Not the editing and other part, designing and all. I'm just writing part of it.
Very methodological person. You spend 90 minutes every day from the day we finished the workshop. I just wrote 90 minutes a day. Then we went to Amsterdam, 2 weeks off. And I came back and I was in this mad rush that I'm lagging behind. That's where I just picked up and 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And ever since it was March.
March mid we started and we are here book in hand. So it's a powerful journey. So consistency beats intensity. Okay, so you have to be consistent whatever you do the way she writes a book. So what's your favorite part of your book?
I was actually wishing that you should ask me this question. I think one of the most important step is forgiveness. There is no healing without forgiveness. Not only this, just forgiving others for the pain or the experiences that they have given. Forgiving ourselves as well. Because in the process of living, we forget to forgive ourselves and we become so harsh on ourselves. So I think this is my favorite part and my take is to this.
Wonderful. So do you want to give us some tool technique to do it faster every day? Any technique to the audience?
Oh yes. This is something that I really love. It's the Hawaiian prayer. It's called the Ho'oponopono. And the 3 words, if we can recite every day, and these 3 sentences are very simple. Whoever you want to forgive, and if you want to forgive yourself, so you have to just sit and close your eyes and say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Now there's a message behind these sentences. You can read the book, but this is about these 4 sentences. They are so powerful. If you can recite every day for the people who are making us, feel little bad or low or negative, we just say these 4 sentences with the meaning and conviction, then we can really live a very happy life.
Awesome. So it's called Ho'oponopono. Okay, you can read more about it. Read this in a book. And most simple technique to forgive is 4 sentences together. So do you want to teach them again? Because I also believe in Ho'oponopono a lot. So one by one, let them speak. So say one sentence, let them say the sentence.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Please forgive me. Correction. And I love you.
Awesome. Just remember that. It'll be a very powerful way of, living the life, forgiving yourself, not only others.
Actually, there's a second part which is very easy that I also club it in my daily prayers and that I do 5 times. This is when I say, I choose to forgive myself and I choose to forgive those who hurt me because I need forgiveness from Allah.
Can you repeat that again once more?
I choose to forgive myself. I choose to forgive others because I need forgiveness from Allah.
Awesome. Give a big round of applause. And it's a very big day. Yes. You want to ask a question or something? Yes.
I did not say about that.
Please, my Lord,
Come on. Yes.
You say that again?
The secret is the successful marriage. Yeah. Ho'oponopono.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much. So all I wanted to say about Rupa is that yes, I do say every day I'm sorry, and in I think probably 100 times a day,
Oh, yes.
uh, which is like she can hear, and 1,000 times which she cannot hear. All right. So about Rupa, is a go-getter basically. If I say that if you give her anything, she's like a catalyst. You know, catalyst. If you put it in any process, it will make the process run very fast. So she believes in the end result. She has a vision that if I have to write a book, so from the day one, she was saying that look, I will write the book by that time, and no matter what, how busy she is, how tired she is, she will make sure that she complete those number of hours for the book. And here we are. I think probably I've not seen somebody finishing book so fast, and I'm really proud of her. And please forgive me.
Give me a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So one last question I have: who all do you want to give gratitude in your life? Not only about the book, about entire life, and then definitely on the book too, who've been supportive on the book journey too.
Of course, Almighty God. I cannot just count the blessings that I have been bestowed upon my late parents, my mother, father. They're both in heavenly abode. Thanks to them for giving birth to such a stubborn child. And especially my sisters, my daughter especially, among you two, but Sami especially because she has given me she's the author. I wanted her to write the book, and last winter she said, "Mom, exactly like this. Mom, how about if you write the book, and maybe I will follow your footsteps." And that was it. Gosh, okay, fine. And because she used to write when she was very young, and the moment I got to know about her Harry Styles fan fiction on the internet, there were 1,500 followers. I said, "Wow, Sabi, you can be great right now." That day she stopped writing, and that gift stayed me forever. That I really, killed one young author with the aspirations of her mother, who is very pushy. So I started writing the book, thinking somewhere down the line, maybe she will get back to her writing passion once again. So thank you very much, Sami. Thank you very much. How can I survive me out? Yeah, so my friends.
Yeah.
And Dr. K, how can I forget you?
Thank you. Yes.
And the master class and those 2 days workshop gave me actually courage to write 22 books. And I had a vision that I want to die after writing 9 books. But that 2 days workshop, I have 22 days in my bucket list to finish. Yeah, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. So what she said is very powerful. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are the best inspiration for our kids. So, always remember someone is watching you very closely. Be the best. Okay, so we give her the power whoosh for the successful journey, happiness, impacting a lot of people's life for this.
Look at you.
Wait.
Yeah, experience very.
Yeah, so open your arms. We say, we kind of get an idea. You're 1, 2, let's see. Whoosh! Yeah, later. Correct. Give everyone applause. Thank you.
Stay.
Keep going.